For match analysis now, we are joined by NDTV's cricket expert Sunil Gavaskar on the phone line from Wellington. Sunny bhai, 320 runs is what New Zealand managed today, losing just one wicket in the process. The obvious thing would be to criticize the Indian bowlers. But would that be right? Because just 2 days ago, Indian bowlers were being praised for their efforts.
I wouldn't blame the bowlers. That's for sure, because they bowled their hearts out. I think what happened was that the pitch eased out even more than it did yesterday, and McCallum and Watling played the innings of their lives. So when that kind of a thing happens, then you can't really fault the bowlers.
Right. So if bowlers gave their best, as you say, what then do you think are the reasons that India find themselves in this hopeless situation from being in a winning position to now playing for a draw?
I think because India really has gone into this test with just three bowlers, three seam bowlers. On these kind of surfaces, Jadeja is only going to be a containing bowler. He's not going to be a wicket-taking bowler. In India, on pitches which turn, he can be a different bowler. He can be a wicket-taking bowler. So India's problem really is that they don't have an all-rounder at 7 or 8, a bowling all-rounder. And that is the reason why the balance of the team sometimes is such that India has to go in with 6 batsmen and 4 bowlers. But when we get a bowling all-rounder, India might be able to go in with 5 batsmen, Dhoni, and the bowling all-rounder, and therefore get a better balance in their bowling lineup.
Okay. Moving on, let's now talk about the star of the day, Brendan McCullum. He's 281 not out, has brought up his team from a big hole. With so many similarities, one can't help but compare his innings to VVS Lakshman's at the Eden Garden in 2001. Would you say?
To be honest, I didn't see VVS's knock. I saw glimpses of it. I wasn't at the ground. I wasn't doing commentary, so I saw glimpses of it. But Brendan McCullum's innings has been absolutely top draw because of the situation that he came into bat, and the wickets were falling around him. And the way he applied himself, curbed his natural game, played a waiting game yesterday. Even for a greater part of today, he's played a waiting game. And records are falling, one by one. But you're right. I think that 281 that VVS got meant that India were able to push for a win on the final day and got it with not too much time left. So that is something that India have to guard against.